Okay, how is that one working out? Now that the video is not choppy, hopefully. It's still happening. Okay.
Excuse me? No.
Are we any better?
Wait, do that.
It's the worst. The bit rate. Is it any better, guys? Was the worst at the beginning. Now am I good? We all good? Level's good? Video's a little bit better? It evened out. Okay. Well, that's good. Now I've got no dropped rates and stuff, no dropped frames, so we should be good to go now. Which is good. Hey, can you take that over that way? Because it's pinging the Wi-Fi and it's lagging me over here. Well, the tablet was by me and it's pulling off of the Wi-Fi signal, so hopefully that should help it, getting it out of that way.
I turned the Wi-Fi off on it.
Okay, my husband turned the Wi-Fi off of the tablet so that way it won't pull any more signal off of me. So, is that better now? Like I said, this isn't normally where I'll be casting. I'll normally be casting upstairs, but I'm finishing organizing my my office and getting it all set up. Okay, Sean says it's better now. Okay. Seems a lot better. Okay. So you guys can hear me. Music's okay, stuff like that. Okay, seems a lot better. Okay, we'll roll with it. If it gets bad, guys, just let me know. I'll see what I can do to fix it. Awesome. Awesome, it's good. Glad it's back and glad it's better. Like I said, over here you can see the E-Juice Girl and Tasty Juices. They are my nice sponsors. Hey, Inky J. I have a giveaway today from E-Juice Girl, and I wanted to talk about some advocacy and some education, my take on some things that's been news stories that I found. Wanted to talk about the godforsaken law here in the great state of Indiana that was signed into law. I want to talk about that for a little bit. But first thing, how are you guys doing today on this Memorial Day weekend? And I'm going to be doing a review on Pope juice today, actually. So, that should be interesting. But I know Granny got some mods and RDAs. Yeah, Indiana's screwed. I openly admit that. We're screwed here. That's good. Been cleaning. Day off. Sub hashtag Pope is dope. Chat's fine. I'm doing pretty good. Husband's on a 3-day weekend. Just kind of chilling, enjoying the weather. I have not had Bishop's blood. Hi Loke, welcome. Ozium, welcome. I'm going to be reviewing a couple different juices that I've got here. I won some in a waffle, which is a web-based raffle on Facebook. And I won some, and I thought I'd do a nice little review for them. Now, normally I do a review with a tank and a dripper, but the juice I got was in the was strictly a dripping line, so this is going to be a little bit off of what I normally do, so it's just going to be strictly on a dripper. But he does have tank versions of the juice that I have. So, those of you that use tanks, it is out there. Okay. First thing is, anybody here in California? Because I'm going to drop a link here. I actually came across this news story actually last night. It basically comes out of the county of, yes, Fishy, I've got my links. I can get them. I should be able to handle that. But yeah, I've only got like a couple links. I can handle that. Heracles handle. Is he palm or soy? I am not 100% sure, Fishy, but I can definitely ask him for you. Ugh, Cheetos on the RDA. I love Cheetos, but Cheetos and RDA just don't mix. But the news story there hails out of Sonoma in Sonoma County out there in California, where now if you basically I asked Cinnamon Girl, she hails out of California, that they've got this ordinance that you can't smoke in public. But now they've gone after vaping as well. And now you can't be a new tobacco shop or vape shop out there. And this falls under the don't be an ass hat, because what they've said is that they're trying to ban flavor vapor products. What this does is that even though our products don't contain tobacco, they are trying to correlate that vapor products don't contain tobacco, like it would be referring to caffeinated soda as a coffee product. They're trying to loosely base it on that. And they're trying to say that there are some people saying that, vapor is good. We know it is. But the council was sending the message from a quote from the story that, please stop using flavor vapor products that are considered safer than deadly combustible tobacco and go buy some cigars instead. And they're trying to say that the long-term health effects are unknown, but the sweet flavors like gummy bears, cotton candy are perceived as marketing nicotine to kids. Okay, most of us are all over the age of 18. Are you trying to say that you don't like going and eating some gummy bears? Who as an adult doesn't like eating gummy bears or cotton candy? It's not. We're adults. We like sweets too. I mean, we all like that as well. And that the NorCal Vape is trying to say that, we're not trying to kill ourselves through tobacco products. And they're trying to say is that, like flavors like unicorn puke are trying to be, that's geared towards kids as well. I'm sorry, we're adults. We like sweets. And honestly, I feel bad for those in Sonoma County, because now you can't smoke in public, you can't vape in public, and you can't have flavored juices. I thought we were bad here in Indiana. That's just as bad as that. Yeah, what adult doesn't like sweets? Okay, I'm a big kid. I'm a big gal. I'm not gonna deny that, but I like cake, I like pie, I like cobbler, I like gummy bears, I like Skittles. Come on now. It's bull. It's just straight up bullshit. But talking about advocacy real quick. Let me drop this in here for you guys. I would implore you guys to please go over here and, first of all, if you're not a member of CASA, you should be. But I would implore you guys to go join CASA and go and sign that petition. It is call to action to support HR 2058. That basically will change the grandfather date of vape products. And now make sure that what we have is still going to be able to be used. And we like that. We want to be able to have all of our mods no matter when they were manufactured. And that is a big one that we need to be a part of. And also, if you answer calls to action for CASA, just don't forget that whatever happens in your state can affect other states because of where you go and purchase your e-liquids, or if you go and visit that state, you need to be about that. That's very nice, Sean. Appreciate that link drop down there. I'll definitely check that out later. I'll click on it and I'll save it later. But thank you, Sean, for sharing your story. I know, you guys know that most of us, we vape on a budget. And I wanted to give you guys some information on Tasty Juices, who is one of my sponsors over here with E-Juice Girl. And they have actually given a code for anybody who orders Tasty Juices, and you've seen my show. You use the code IRISH with capital I and RED with capital R, and you get 10% off your order. Yeah, Sean, I totally understand. I mean, I'm on disability. I've got a bad back and twice blown knees, so I mean, totally understand where you're coming from with that. But at Tasty Juices, he's got sample packs. His website's still a little bit under construction. He's making it easier for everybody to order and purchase their items. But if you use that code IRISHRED, you will save 10% on your order. And 10%, I mean, it might not seem like a lot, but that will add up in time. And the savings are important. And if you could, just go give him a like over there on Facebook, because at about every 100 likes he gets, he does a massive sale. This month he did the sale of $7 a 30 mil. The month prior he did a sale of $10 a 50 mil. So every 100 likes he gets, he does a really good sale for everybody. So go check him out, and you'll actually, the little birdie over there at Tasty Juices had told me that you might get a little extra something in your order if you order and use my code, so that should be pretty good for you guys. And then I have a new sponsor who is over there, E-Juice Girl. Now, E-Juice Girl's information is, wrong box. She is a brand new sponsor of mine, and this is her information. Go over there, give her a like, because at 5,000 likes, she's doing a giveaway of over 20 items, like tanks, juices, and all kinds of amazing stuff. And her pricing is also really good. $5 for a 30 mil, $10 for a 60 mil, and $20 for 120 mils. And it's going to be $6 priority shipping, and she's got a sample pack of 5 mils, and those ship for free. So I'm going to be giving away a 30 mil of hers later on in the show, probably after I do my juice review. But I know you guys really like good juices. It's not so much being a juice snob as is we're starting to know what we like. Hurry back, Always Dreaming. Understand, Rhonda. But, just be sure and go give him a like. You know, show him some love. You know, let him know And you want to support the sponsors because they give away this stuff, and some sponsors they will give away many items and not even get a sale. And that kind of hurts their business because that means they won't be able to sponsor, or they won't be able to give you guys the free juices like you guys have. And honestly, I would like to be able to have a sponsor to be able to give you guys a juice that you've never had before, you never heard of before. Because honestly, I like to be able to support those the sponsors and everything. I want to be able to show them love because, I mean, without them, we wouldn't have the nice stuff. And also, E-Juice Girl, speaking about her this weekend, she is having a Memorial Day sale. If you order $50 of juice over on her site, and you've seen up above, the prices are incredibly fantastic. You use the code Happy Memorial Day, you'll get 20% off of your order of $50. And it's good until the end of day tomorrow. And honestly, that's a great sale. 20% off. I mean, that goes a long way. That could be like buying you a tank of gas, for crying out loud. So, some good stuff over there at E-Juice Girl. Okay. I've got some stories here that I want to talk about. And the first one from the great state of Indiana, here's a good way to be able to read up on that, is from Mount Baker Vapor. They wrote a story about this after HB 1432 was signed into law. Basically, what it boils down to is that now, if you want to purchase liquids, it has to be because if you want to purchase in the state of Indiana, the company has to be licensed. They have to pay $1,500. They have to be like, they're going to be under the blanket of a tobacco product. And if you are not licensed by the state of Indiana, you will have a Class A infraction if you knowingly sell to somebody. Class C infraction if you knowingly sell to Indiana without following the proper procedures that they have in place. It's a Class A infraction. And honestly, that terrifies the shit out of me. And honestly, what it boils down to is that they also want a security system, all these massive impositions going on. And what it boils down to is basically people are going to say, oh, well, the vapors wanted it. No, we didn't. The company who co-sponsored this law was Monument Vapor, which they've now changed their name, I believe. And they are owned by the people who run the casinos here, and the security system that they want in place is those that you would find in your casinos. And even though you may submit for a license for the state of Indiana, you may not get it, but you can apply every 30 days and pay $1,500. Yeah, they are a little bit too lazy to do research. We actually have a lobbyist here. His name is Evan, and he was trying to work with them, trying to get, if not have the security system, have certain other things, and they refused to listen, or they said they would listen. That's funny, Dragon. That is funny. It may end up coming to that. But now this also falls under the blanket of excise or ATC. So, but there are lawsuits that are happening based out of some of the businesses in Kentucky, because those who live down by the Ohio River sometimes they may drive to Kentucky to get their juice or whatever. If they drive back in Indiana and they've got that juice, they could end up facing jail time. So basically all this boils down to is they are suing the state of Indiana, saying that it is unconstitutional what they are trying to do. I've heard that Indiana's going to have their own lawsuits, but right now, we wish the ones that are starting this first lawsuit, we wish them all good luck. And we hope that they can manage to have that. Or you could do like Sean says and leave Indiana. So, you guys, there are options, but we'll just see how it plans out. I am not sure how they're going to regulate the mail system, but they also have said that DIY, making your own juices at home, will be illegal. Yeah, it is a federal offense to open packages. I'm not sure how they're going to regulate vape mail. I'm not exactly 100% sure. But also, if you want to make your own juices, it's going to be illegal. So if you want to do DIY in Indiana, I would suggest you stock up now. Be prepared. But that story there at Mount Baker Vapor is really good. And then basically, since this law has been signed into place, the state of Indiana has already lost one vape shop because they cannot be able to handle what they're asking for. Thought it was only if you sold it. Well, some of it's saying that it's completely illegal because you'll be making it in a non-compliant kitchen. You can DIY, but you can't sell it. How much pushback do you see in Indiana? Well, if you look on the Hoosier Vapors page, there is actually a lot. And I'm trying to schedule up a host that might, a guest that can actually help answer a lot of questions about this. Might be in about 2 or 3 weeks, but it's not 100% set in stone, but it looks very favorable that we'll be able to have this person on to talk about it. Dizzy, the bill is very, very, it's picky, but it's not just HB 1432. You've also got to look at Senate Bill 563 because any questions that were in 1432 were answered in 563, and that one was also signed into law. So, I mean, yeah, basically, we are pretty much made ourselves to be ground zero for what's going on. Yeah, if you find Senate Bill 563, it answers a lot of questions that were not answered in 1432. And now, vaping is also considered under the blanket of smoking. And it's considered now a tobacco product. So I'm vaping, but yet I'm smoking, so go figure how that plays out. But for every bad story, like there normally is, for every bad story, there is a good story. Let me find it here. From our great friends up in Canada, I found this story over in the Edmonton Sun, where there is a cardiologist that have answered about the science study that happened, the CE4s at 7 volts with the formaldehyde. That story pretty much has said that there was a cardiologist who answered and saying, it's safer than tobacco by 95%. A cardiologist, an actual doctor, supported vaping. And that is a good one. But if you guys want, share that story from Edmonton Sun, because that is a good story, that is a good article that helps back our fight, showing that we're actually on the good. So, there's always that. We've always got some good. For every bad, there's always good.
Kick summer off the right way. Hurry into Lowe's now for Memorial Day savings on everything you'll need. Like 5 bags of mulch for only
Yeah, I mean, we're holding a device here that could vent the battery if we're not careful. Or we could, catch our cotton on fire. But is it safer than smoking a combustible cigarette with 44,000, 7,000 chemicals? Absolutely. Absolutely. But we need to have more doctors on board, but they're afraid because of Big Pharma and Big Tobacco. That's the biggest thing. And I can say that the only party that stood for Indiana and the rights for vapors was the Libertarian Party, because there were Democrats and Republicans that voted for this bill. All the Libertarians voted against this bill. Hey, ready to vape? Welcome. Okay, now this story comes from News Medical, and they have actually said that, I've read it, that the PG that's in your e-cigs, they're actually good for you. We already knew this. Hey, ready girl, welcome. But that story has said that the propylene glycol in e-cigarettes can help us get healthy, because it helps our lungs and stuff like that, so we can actually are healthy people. So like I said, for every bad article, there's always one good article. Hey, ready? Welcome. So I would share that one as well, because it's showing that we're not damaging ourselves. We're actually getting ourselves healthier. The PG's helping our lungs. It's helping us breathe and stuff like that. And then there was this one, and I took a personal offense to this story, and I can explain 100% why. Yes, 563. Oh no, the bill that attempts to change the grandfathering date in Congress. Here, I'll drop that link for you again, so that way you can have that. There you go. Hold. There's the grandfather date. Yeah, like Dizzy said, higher PG during the winter months helps our lungs be able to fight off the flu. And it's also a carrier in your albuterols and your inhalers and stuff like that. So there is good news with PG, it's just people are refusing to read it and listen to it. And you're welcome, Hold. Welcome. No, 563 is what answers the questions for the state of Indiana's on e-cigarettes and vaping. Now, the story that gets up in my crawl something fierce is this one. The American Lung Association taunts vapors as addicts. They're saying that we are just as bad as addicts when it comes to vaping as opposed to smoking a cigarette. My personal beef with this is next Friday I will be celebrating my 8 years of sobriety. I was an addict. I still am a recovering addict. I say I'm always going to be a recovering addict, because saying I've recovered, I'm healed, means I'm never going to fall back into it. But there's no guarantees in that. But apparently, according to the American Lung Association, we are all addicts because of our vaping. And personally, I find that offensive, because we chose to vape to get healthy. we continue to vape because we either find it as a good stress reliever, we like building coils, we find it as some of us take on from the life-saving to the habit to the hobby of actually enjoying to vape. But yeah, we are apparently all addicts according to the American Lung Association. I know, I think it's crazy too, Granny. It's nuts that they would try and reach that far with it. And that really, really, really gets in my craw. And being a former addict myself, a recovering addict, it burns me. It really, really burns me. And then if you want to go from the insane of being an addict, because we vape, then we also have this from News Medical, who posted the story saying that, we've got, PG is great for us. Exactly, if we're going to be addicts, we're addicted to the shiny-itis of a new mod, a new RDA, the new tank. We have shiny-itis now, which helps promote the economy because we buy more shit. But we've got that story which saying that there's no data that proves that if you vape, it doesn't help promote smoking. It doesn't help promote being smoking cessation. Personally, but I mean, I know on the 3rd of next month, I will be cigarette free for 9 months. There are some in here that have been vaping for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and we're not wanting a cigarette. If anything, if anybody offers us one and we taste it, to us it is absolutely disgusting. And it makes us wonder why we even started smoking in the first place. Yeah, like Ready Girl, her husband's been vaping for 7 years. That's good, Sean. That's really good. That's really good. I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up. Exactly. It's the other items that is in the cigarettes is what get them addicted, and that can kill them and stuff like that. We have 4: PG, VG, flavoring, nicotine. That's it. That is great, Sue. 2 years at the end of the month after 45 years. That is fantastic. But, I mean, we know what it can do, how it helps. It's just the idea that there are people out there saying, oh, it doesn't work, oh, it doesn't help. Yes, it does help. And it's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, and then there was this one that I got courtesy of Fishy. She helped guide me to this one. From Time, and we know a lot of people read Time. In short, it's saying they covered 4 points in it. I'm trying to get up the message here so I can read this. I'll give you guys my take on it. It's the oldest one I've read. Banana pudding e-cig disturb your lungs. And I love banana pudding flavored cigarettes. And that using e-cigarettes suppress your ability to cough. And they made as 30 non-smokers to puff on an e-cigarette 30 times in a 15-minute period. And that they were less sensitive to capsaicin, which is in your chili peppers, which induces coughing. And that it's presumed, which means presume means you're assuming. And we know what happens when you presume or assume. You make an ass out of yourself. That pretty much if you vape e-cigarettes, you're not going to be able to cough. And that the temperature of the e-cigarette depends on how many chemicals you're exposed to. It has been proven that if you vape at a certain high watt, like a CE4 at 7 volts, you're going to get formaldehyde. But we all know what is going to be good and what's not going to be good. We know when we're going to get that dry hit. We see our tanks on how they're going to dry, how they're going to be empty. We know when to not have those hits. And that the flavorings. Okay, the flavorings. Hot cinnamon candies, banana pudding, and menthol tobacco disturb the lungs. I'm sorry, I will forever vape my banana puddings. I love banana pudding vapes. I mean, I like dessert flavors. And I do like some cinnamon flavors as well. And that they're not effective way to quit smoking. They're a tool to people. It's been labeled as a popular tool to help you smoking, but they may not be the best way. Okay, I would take a vape over Chantix any day because I don't want to be that news story where I bludgeoned my child because I had a psychotic moment taking Chantix. I'm sorry. I will take this and be happy with it. Because honestly, this makes me happy. It's good. Yeah, like Granny just said, if a flavor bothers me, don't vape it. I'm not gonna, if it, like, I have certain flavors that I do like, and there's flavors that I don't like. I'm not big strong on anise or black licorice flavors. I don't vape it if that's one of them. I've never liked coconut, and I've tried coconut vapes. I still don't like them. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to begrudge the next person who wants to do a coconut vape or anise vape or anything like that. You know, it's not about that at all. I mean, we all have ones that we like, and we all have ones that we don't like. I mean, it's just, we know what we like and what we don't like. And personally, stuff like that is what's going to get us in trouble. We don't cough as much because our lungs are healthier. We can taste things better. And now, if we have, let's say, like 4-alarm chili, and it doesn't bother us anymore because we can taste everything and it doesn't affect us, then why are they giving us a bunch of flack of shit? Ready? I got your IM, and I will answer it here in a second. Got your back, girl. Okay. Who would like to know about, okay. I'm gonna flip over here. I always like having, now to lighten the mood a little bit. Let me go over here. Welcome to Vape Mail, where the tracking is made up and the expected delivery date doesn't matter. Here's the deal. When you win something or you order something and they give you... I do like some cinnamon candies. I like Big Red Gum. But if you get a win or you order something and you've got that tracking number and it doesn't update, that is not on the fault of the vendor or the place where you purchased your stuff from. It is because with the USPS making budget cuts, condensing things down, certain packages now are going to be grouped together with a certain barcode, which basically means that if that barcode for that badge is not updated, that's not on the fault of the person purchasing it. It's pretty much saying, well, that's the USPS not doing their job. and pretty much they're not doing their job, and that's on them. So don't go hating on a vendor because you're not getting your stuff. Wait it out, just hold tight, it'll all be okay, it'll all get there. And then the one beside that is ask a vapor, any real vapor. It doesn't matter if it's 0.1 or 2.5 ohms. Vaping is vaping. This will stem from what I talked about on Friday's flash show, that you should not be what is considered a vape snob. Just because somebody likes a clone, don't hate on them. They can't maybe go out and afford a $75 RDA. They may not be able to have, all that. They prefer that they can only afford clones. Or if all they can afford is that ego pin or the eVod with a spinner, don't hate on that person. Any day that you win is a day that you are not on the cigarettes. Because honestly, we're winning every day that we don't pick up a cancer stick. And you should not hate on somebody just because they choose to not, because their setup is not less than yours. All of us can go out and spend $600 on a mod. We might only be able to go get the $50 clone of it. We should all be uniting together and not talking down on other vapors. And if somebody's got a question, don't make them feel like they're less than you. Because we were all started out on an ego pin and a CE4 at one point or another. Vaping is vaping. And we need to be together, not apart from each other. Because all you're going to do is pretty much alienate the people that you're supposed to be brothers and sisters in arms with. And that's the biggest thing that I have an issue with, is that we're hating on everybody because theirs isn't the best. Theirs isn't nicer than mine. They're vaping. They can get what they can afford. That's the biggest thing. Don't be mean to people just because they don't have what you have. Be glad that they're not on the cigarettes. That's the biggest thing. Give them a hand up, not a hand down. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Is there anything that you guys want to know about or want to talk about before I go and pop over into my juice review? Exactly, Sue. We were all there at one point or another. We were all there. We all started the same. Some of us started a different way, but we all started off as a beginner. Thank you, Dreaming. I appreciate that. Okay. As you guys see, I have my Sigelli 150 watt with the Doge. And the Doge V2. And I build sometimes, and I've just got a simple little, don't mind the cotton, a simple little build. Nothing much, nothing fancy, but you see, I've got, clouds. Everything is subjective. From the juice that you vape, the device you run, what somebody likes, another person may not like. Hey, Sin, welcome. You don't have you don't own a box. I got this as a tax time, and it's my usual device that I use. I like the Sigelli because I have carpal tunnel syndrome in both of my arms, but I mean, it's got great magnet doors, pop on and off. I use the tip of my nail to use that. I find it to be great. It's light, it fits great because I've got kind of big hands, but you see, it fits great. I like dripping, but I am also partial to my tanks. And I mean, this is the Atlantis V1, and if anybody has an Atlantis V1, I'm going to give you guys a little inside little thing that I learned. If you have an Atlantis V1 and you can't afford to buy the Atlantis tanks, go out and buy the MELO coils, the mellow coils by E-Leaf. They fit exactly the same as in the Atlantis. It's all OCC, and the flavor, this has had the same coil in it for a month, and it still has as much flavor as it did the first day. And it burns great, it wicks great, and I do like those. So if you guys have an Atlantis V1, look into the mellow coils, because they're cheaper. I like cheap. I'm a mom to a 5-year-old who has autism, trust me. We like cheap, we like being inexpensive. Vape on a budget. But then I also have the little Kangaroo Nano here too, and it does its same thing too. I like it as well. But whenever my carpal tunnel's being nice to me, I like my drippers. And I mean, it's all subjective. What you like is what you like. And you shouldn't be mad at people just because of certain things that they like. But here we go. We're going to pop over here to do a juice review, because I've got about an hour left and I wanted to talk a little bit about this, and then we're going to have a giveaway. I know y'all are ready for a giveaway, huh? Okay. This is from this brand right here, which is Pope Juice. They hail from Michigan. And I will put the link in the room so that way you guys can be able to go check them out. And there's the link for you guys. Basically, they've got different flavor profiles. I won 5 in a waffle, which is a web raffle on Facebook in the Pope Juice group. And he has a tank line as well as a dripping line. I won the dripping line. I tend to drip a lot, so it's a max VG. So if you have like the sub-ohm tanks, this should work very well in this. I've been testing it in a dripper. I've just been partial to that this time. And the 2 juices that I'm going to be reviewing is the Last Rites and Jesus Cream. Last Rites is a honeydew melon. Last Rites is a banana pudding. Like I said, I like banana pudding. Now in my Doge, I saw a simple 0.8 ohm build at 40 watts. And you can really taste, on the inhale, you can taste the banana. But when you exhale, you can really taste the banana and the cream flavors together. And it's really, really complex. But it tastes like the banana pudding like your mom would make, minus the vanilla crackers. But it's really, really flavorful. Very, very well made. And this hasn't steeped. I have not steeped this. I haven't pre-steeped it. It doesn't come pre-steeped. I didn't do any speed steeping on it. None of that. And I just took it right out of the bottle. And I do enjoy it completely. And then Last Rites. This is a honeydew melon and cream. I know Granny doesn't like banana and cream, honeydew and cream. But this is a really good honeydew. I vaped it on Friday, and it literally tastes, on the inhale and on the exhale, a 100% fresh cut piece of honeydew melon. Now, I have another one that's across the room from me. Is called Adam and Eve, and its flavor profile is a dragon fruit and cream, and it is amazing. I speed steeped that, and the dragon fruit, because dragon fruit is normally a very complex, very tart fruit. But with the cream tones with that, I would it mutes the tartness of it, and it makes it a very flavorful, very concise flavor of custard, with a creamy custardy flavor vape with the dragon fruit, and it actually comes out absolutely fantastic. And I would highly, highly recommend that you guys go check them out. I mean, Sub-Ohm swears by him. I mean, he's got the hashtag Pope is dope. But he hails from Michigan, and he's got all kinds of flavors. You can also buy batteries, wick, and wire from his site as well. But honestly, hands down, I've never tried this juice before. I won the waffle, and I have been impressed with it. And I will more than likely purchase it again. And a 30 ml there is only about $12. Yeah, I've never heard anything negative about them either, but I wanted to try them, so I just threw a couple bucks in, and I wound up winning. So it's all good. But I would suggest if you guys want to try something new, a little bit different, go over there, check them out, give them a good look over, because it's some good stuff. Now, do I have any mods in the room that could possibly roll me some randoms for a E-Juice Girl giveaway of 30 mils? Only because my random has Tourette's sometimes and it acts really, really funky. Fishy. How many randoms? Somebody throw out the first number that I see between 1 and 5. That'll be the randoms that I go and do. No, go.
Get over here.
Okay, hold says 5. We got 5s. Let's do 5s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, winner up. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, let's see if they're paying attention. And Fishy, she's got the timer to see when we're gonna re-roll this. I know that this person said they were going to be in and out, that they had company coming over, so we're going to see what we got going on over here. Okay, Fishy's counting down. Okay. We are re-rolling. Now, this person I know has been active in here today. What'd you win, Hold? Okay, Fishy, the only thing I don't have is the winner's form link. If you'd be able to drop that for me whenever we get a winner here, that would be much appreciated. Awesome. Hold, what'd you win? Okay, we're gonna re-roll because he cannot remember. I will be reviewing them next week as well, hopefully. I am not sure if it is palm based or not. That is the one thing I don't know. Okay, Fishy is going to Piff. They are palm. Okay. Okay, I know this person's been in here. Okay, Dreaming, what did you win? That is correct. Okay, I want you to go over here, fill out the winner's form that Fishy has dropped, and go over there to their shop, right there, shop.ejuicegirl.com. Pick out a flavor you want, fill out the form. If you want Max PG, please mention that, but if not, all of her stuff is 70/30. And just fill out the winner's form. And be sure and get that sent in, and I will get that out to the vendor as soon as possible. I'd like to have it in at least by this time tomorrow. And you are welcome. Hey, Dragon, welcome. You missed the giveaway for E-Juice Girl. Okay, so we've talked about E-Juice Girl. Okay, Tasty Juices, we've talked about them. We talked about E-Juice Girl. We've talked about news stories. Is there any, and we've talked about, I know at the beginning whenever I was having the technical difficulties, we were talking about vape mail. And I know Granny got some RDAs and some mods, and she's getting more batteries. One can never have too many batteries. And if anybody wants to build, I would advise you to please know your own safety, know your battery safety, and make sure that you purchase the right batteries for, oh, that's awesome, Hold. That's awesome. But, also, guys, if you guys order from E-Juice Girl this weekend, please be sure that you use her coupon promo code Happy Memorial Day. If you spend $50, you can have 20% off of your orders. Hang on, let me move this over here. Let me see if I can skip this one. Let's go to something a little bit easier. Yes, she is very, very nice to work with. Didn't realize that one wound up in my liked from radio. Apologize for that, guys. But I also wanted to give you guys the heads up that if you guys also want to order from my other nice sponsor, Damien, and his wife over there at Tasty Juices, use the coupon code IrishRed for 10% off your order. And he's got some fantastic juices. My husband's all-day vape from over there is Smurf. I will say that his waffles, I got a sampler of that, and you can get the waffles, you can get different fruits on it, and he's managed to make the waffle with the flavor of the fruit and the syrup flavor, and it literally tastes like you're eating waffles. And he's got one Angry Irish, and Irish Red, yeah, I love that one as well. And Mudda's Milk is a strawberry cheesecake custard, and it's some good stuff also. All the stuff that I've gotten in order from him has been phenomenal. He knows his stuff. I'm going to try and see if I can talk to him about coming up and doing a show. Got a fly over here that's bugging the crap out of me. Gotta love Indiana weather. But, yeah, just go over there, give Tasty Juices a like, because about every 100 likes or so, he does an insane one-day sale. And, yeah, it's some good stuff also. And also, if you guys, thank you, Always Dreaming. That is awesome. And check out Poke Juice. I mean, some good stuff. And Fishy, I will look into that for you to see if he is palm based or not. I will definitely talk to him about that and see if it is or not. But does anybody have any kind of questions or anything you guys want to talk about, or anything you guys heard, or anything like that? But I know that I've got shiny-itis, and I'm eyeing that Royal Hunter RDA, and I've got to be able to get this ready to go for my dad. This is a SVD 1.0, and I'm going to get this for my dad. For Father's Day, I'm going to try and get him. Starting to vape as well, to get him off of the cigarettes after 30 years. Oh, Fishy, you're gonna make... Okay, here comes the cheap entertainment. Fishy's pulling it out. Here comes the crazy part of Irish Red. If you guys have or have not heard, there are these things called monkey O's. And if anybody saw our flash show that we had last Saturday night, you guys will know exactly what this is all about right here. Monkey O's are basically another way we can do tricks and stuff like that. So this is a monkey O. And you have monkey juice that you blow the bubbles with. Basically what you do is you take your vape, and you can blow bubbles with it. So yes, you can blow bubbles with monkey O's. But yes, you can blow bubbles. Granny, I won this at a vape meet that we had locally here, and they even make these that glow in the dark. So they are actually kind of fun and addicting, and my daughter, when she sees me blow them, she starts freaking out and getting all happy. And then there's sometimes whenever you end up with a party foul. But I will drop the link for you guys to be able to go and find them. There's a link for you guys to find these funny little monkey-os that everybody likes seeing me blow. Yes, I just said that. And you can make bubbles. So, yes, they are fun and addicting, and yeah. And sometimes they don't want to flick right, sometimes they do want to flick right, so. Yes, that is what Fishy calls my shaft. So, aside from me now blowing monkey O's, anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Because you guys are here spending your time with me, and I want to be able to keep you guys entertained and educated and stuff like that. I am also implore you guys to please go and join CASA. And just because it happens in you, that you can answer calls to action in any state. So whatever happens in your state can also, you can add your voice to helping your brothers and sisters in arms. Because honestly, we all need to be united about all of this. And we need to help out each other. I know there's some in Washington, D.C. and Ohio currently right now that we need to help each other with. I will say this, Granny, they are pretty fun, they are pretty addicting. No, I do not twerk. I am a big kid, and big kids don't twerk. It'd look like a train wreck. Ain't gonna happen. But monkey-os. My husband says it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, so. But he still can't take me seriously whenever I'm blowing monkey-os. And Ready Girl, if you want to drop your link, so that way we can get you guys some business as well. Ready Girl makes some good juice. I know Fishy here really speaks highly of Ready Girl. And I know she has a code as well. I believe it is ISV63, all lowercase. And it saves you money as well. And we all like being able to vape on a budget. And we like to save money, but we also like to patron those really good juice makers and those good sponsors of ours. And also, Fishy, can you drop the link for the group? I forgot to get that one on my list. If you guys are not part of the Misfits family, please go and join our Misfits family. Because that way you can keep up to date about. There's Ready Juice's Ready Juice is link right there, and it's ISV63 for 20% off. All lowercase. I've heard her banana pudding is awesome, and I know she's also got 2 flavors that just came out: strawberry lemonade and mountain berry breeze. Put some VG in your bubble juice. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Join our, if you guys are not part of our Misfits page, please go and join our Misfits page. You can find out stuff about our sponsors, our hosts, any news stories going on that we want to talk about. Please go over there and join us as well. Stay in the know with what's going on here at the channel. Thank you, Ready, for dropping that Ready Juice link for me. Appreciate it.
What? Got a new favorite song? Play it again and again and again. With Spotify Premium, you can play any song you
And
like.
yes, for any of our friends that are in Canada, Ready Juice does ship to Canada. So, they do like our Canadian friends. Mountain Berry Blast, sorry. But that's their summer flavor as well as strawberry lemonade. And I know that Great Dragons likes their Purple Bolt, which is a slushy. I've never had a slushy flavor, but I've heard it is amazing. But as for vape mail, not sure if anybody got any vape mail. I got the Pope Juice. Gonna be reviewing this in a couple weeks. It is Thirst Ambition, and it's supposed to be tasting like a strawberry yogurt. And I'll be able to give you guys a good review on this, about this, more in depth about it, in a couple weeks. And then I also got from the folks over there at MF and Donut, I got Purple Haze, which is a grape and purple berry flavor. And I just got this in a couple days ago. I'm going to let it sit for about a week, and I'll be able to give you guys that. Yes, Fishy likes a caramel cake and a blueberry cream. Now, I want to ask you guys, what makes good, what do you guys like whenever it comes to a vendor? Do you guys like being able to have, I know I like customer service, and to me, having customer service, a good customer service is a good thing, because to me, customer service can make or break a company. There was a company that I waited 2 months for a juice for, and the juice, it tastes great. It absolutely does taste great. But the customer service wasn't there, and that really disappointed me. And honestly, I don't think I would buy again, only for the simple fact that the customer service wasn't there. But I do like the juice, and it's pretty good. They do know how to mix, but it's just the customer service is what killed it. And there are some businesses out there that will help cater to the needs or wants of a person that's wanting to purchase from them. Hey, there's Tech. Welcome, Tech. Glad to see you made it. Now, I can tell you guys also, we have shows every day of the week here on Misfits channel. Now, tomorrow... Oh, you're fine, hon. Tomorrow, from 4 to 6, you'll be able to have time with our very own Dragon Vaper with Great Dragons. Tuesday, you'll be vaping with Sub-Ohm 1985 from 8 to 10. Wednesday, we'll be having Kickin' Ash with Vapin' Dave from 5 to 7. And then Wednesday nights is Vapin' Sass with Fishy. Thursday, we're going to jam with Jedi from 6 to 8. And Steamworks Vapors with Robert from 10 to 12. And he does the Steamworks Vapors box mods. And you are actually in his shop whenever he's making these box mods. Friday night, you get a visit again with Dragon Vaper from 3:30 to 5. Country Keys from 5 to 7, but she's been not feeling well lately, so there may be somebody popping in to help to be able to be there and fill in for her. And then at 9 o'clock, from 9 to 11, is Raven and Vaping with our own Tech. Saturday, we have Club Vape. Tech's going to be changing his show. Well, that's no problem. And then Saturday is Club Vape with Fishy and Vapin' Dave from 2 to 4. And Sundays at this time you see yours truly. And if you want to know when we're online, go down there and hit the follow button, give it a little heart, and you'll get an email from us, from Vaughn itself, letting you know when we are live. This also counts for whenever we have any flash random shows as well. But that's about all I know. But these coils, I'm looking over here again. But those coils right there, the Mellow coils by E-Leaf, will work in your Atlantis V1s. They're a little bit cheaper. And they work great. Like I said, I've had it, and I've had it for about a month now, and I've had no drop in flavor. It's not gotten very gunked up. And I run mainly max VG juices. The lowest I'll go is like 60-40, and that's the thirst. But they work great, and they're OCC, so they're cotton coils, and they work great. And I do approve of those. And I didn't know about that until I had an idea that they worked, but when I went to my local vape shop, they had them, and I bought a couple, and I've been impressed with them ever since. There you guys go, a couple more little monkeys right there. But I'm like a max VG ready. I tend to go to a max VG. I go to like I like 70-30s and 80-20s. Yes, Monkeyos Tech, yes. I like to drip more, and I have a lot of sub-ohm tanks as well, so I like the 70-30s and the 80-20s. But, yeah. Oh wow, I am short by 20 minutes. Need me some Monkeyos. I actually, like I said, I went to a vape meet, and I actually won them as a door prize. And hold on, let me pull up here for a quick second here, and I'll be able to show you guys some of the pictures from the vape meet that I was in. Let me pull it up here real quick. Okay. Now that picture is from my personal Instagram page. You should be able to see it. But, let me see if I can screen reach in that real quick. But there's a picture from the vape meet. As you can see, it was cloudy. It was very, very cloudy, very, very busy, and had a lot of fun there. I got to meet our lobbyists for our vaping community here, and just a great time. I got to meet some more vapors and got to be very, very interactive with all of that, and it was actually a great time that I had there. So, I actually went to my first vape meet since I've been on hiatus, and was pretty good. But yeah, you could tell it was very, very cloudy there. And it was still fun though. But, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about or want to get my opinion on? But, yeah. Go check out my sponsors. Tasty Juices. Don't forget to use the code Irish Red for 10% off of your order. And also go check out E-Juice Girl and all of her nice little bits and pieces. And her juice is also very reasonably priced. $5 for 30 ml, $10 for 60 ml, and $20 for 120 mils. And you can order a sample pack of 5 ml bottles for $10, and it's free shipping. And also don't forget about her sale that she's got going on this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, which is, I would like to say that, yeah, I would think that all juice makers should know about the ingredients down to a T, only because there are some people who, like not to put you on the spot, but there are some people who have allergies to certain, have allergies or sensitivities to certain items, and they should know what they're putting in their juices, so that way people can actually know what they're purchasing. Because a well-informed buyer and a well-informed juice maker help what make a good business. I honestly do think that they should know what it is. But, yeah, I honestly do think that they should know what they're selling. Because, I mean, I'm a business major in college, and the biggest thing that you need to know is that you need to know what you're selling. Because if you don't know what you're selling, you're just basically basing it off of one thing or another. And yeah, I can understand your frustration. I really, really can. Because there's certain ones that you can buy and there's certain ones you can't buy. But if you don't know what you're buying, then you are basically taking a crapshoot in the dark. And Granny is right. If they don't know what's in their juice, you know, I would want to know. That's a nice mindset to have, Granny. That really is. Because if they don't know what's in it, it makes me worrisome a bit. Because just because they say it's kosher grade, well, is it palm? Is it soy? Are you willing to give a soy option? Are you willing to adjust the flavorings if it's an alcohol-based flavoring to a different water-soluble based flavoring? And I know a good juice is a good juice, and it'll be from day one when you get it, the day that it's made, the day that you get it, and the day that you end it. A good juice is a good juice, and it should stand as a good juice from the get-go, all the way down the line. Because a good juice will stand on its merits. And then a company can also stand well if it's also got good customer service. They stand by their product. That's the biggest thing, is can you stand by your product? Welcome, Big Kim. But hopefully I should be able to have a guest on in a couple weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, to be able to talk about advocacy and what you can do to be more active, because honestly, we all need to be more informed. But yeah, join join CASA, join the vaping militia because they also fight for your rights as well. I know that there's also the Vaping Association. There's also the in Tennessee there's the TSFA. There's also the SFATA. There's all kinds of yes, good juice. If it's a good juice, it'll stay good or it'll get better. And a bad juice, you can't fix a bad juice. And that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Is that if it's good, it'll stay good or it'll get better. And if it's bad, it'll just stay bad. And then there's some like custards, and I do like my custards, that they have to steep for a while. So you can't really taste them right off the bat because what you get with it, it's like, oh, does this taste okay? Well, no. Well, let me throw it in the box and let it steep for a month, and then we'll revisit it. So, does anybody else have any other questions? Well, I'm going to cut this show short this week only because dinner is ready, and if there's one thing you would know about me if you know me off of Vapors TV is that you don't call me late for dinner. We'll throw up these links one more time. For E-Juice Girl. Go over there, give her a like. Don't forget, she's got a big 5K giveaway. She's giving away all kinds of items, about 20 so far for her big 5K like giveaway. And it's going to be juice, devices, all that type of stuff. And also go over there and give Tasty Juices a like as well. Use the code IRISHRED for 10% off of your order. He's got some good stuff also. Like I said, Smurf is my husband's all-day vape. Really good stuff. And also, join the Misfits channel. Also take part in E-Juice Girl's sale that she's got going on. That's good for this weekend only. And I always close it with keep calm and vape on.